Hey everybody, what's up, what's new, what's blue? Leave it down in the comments down below because I'd like to know how you guys are doing today. Welcome to the transplant day. It is super exciting. I'm here with my mom in the hospital and it is, what time is it? It's like, um, 8:15. It's 8:15 in the morning and the surgeon came to see her and said that she would probably be going in for surgery at around noon, maybe a little bit after that. So, how you feeling?
I feel very tired and I have a headache.
And you were telling me how you didn't get any sleep last night?
I didn't get any sleep last night. I was too nervous.
You were too nervous?
Yeah.
Well, how are you feeling now, other than tired?
Still nervous, and as it gets closer, I get more nervous.
More nervous?
Yeah.
Aww. So she got all of her tests done, which was a urine sample. She had to go for a chest x-ray. She also had to get an ECG. She had to get some blood work and do some swabs. She also had to sign a consent form and get an IV started. And where's your IV? Her IV's in her hand. So yeah, this is like super exciting. I sent her the vlog that I did yesterday, and so
it was very sweet.
Yeah, she really liked it, especially at the end. And I do have with me the Metro for today, so I was going to read off her horoscope for her. So let's go find those horoscopes. They're right in the back. All right. So her horoscope is Leo. It says, you are full of fun and you demonstrate a great ability to flourish in a different setting. Listen to what other person suggests. Sit on frustration or need for rapid change. Let the events around you unfold before you make a decision. Tonight, try a totally new experience. What do you think of that?
Well, it's saying to do a new, unique experience. So that would kind of say transplant. I don't know. I don't read much in the horoscopes.
Yeah. There was also something that I wanted to read to you while I was on the train. However, I got into the tunnels a little too soon, so I wasn't able to read it to her. I'm going to read her one of the excerpts that are in this book. It's called Sanctuary. It's by Patricia Morgan. So let's see what it says. First, we're going to read the back. So the back says, the wondrously abundant and generous spirit of Patricia Morgan sits at a table with us in the achingly beautiful book to share the secrets of her heart, reverence, humility, and joy. What a gift incomparable teacher, scholar, and the poet has left us in this, her most beautiful collection of poems. Okay. So I'm just going to, I'm going to read to you the introduction first so you kind of get the background of it, okay? So the introduction says, Patricia Morgan passed away at Bridget Rest, her beloved land in Black Earth, Wisconsin, on November 11th, 2012. She was comforted and attended by me, her husband. The collection takes the reader to experiences, dreams, lessons, and hopes of a poet valuing place in the world too often where, as she wrote, place is a verb. Sanctuary is a tale rooted in two places, Ireland, mostly the West, and the drifted areas of Wisconsin in the United States. These two places were precious to Patricia as locals to appreciate their present and past. They are linked they are linked as places lived in by geography and as places of history that cry out for discovery of the sacredness of the land and settings for guidance in how to live with value and connection. Some of these poems were pictures of geology, some of the living Earth's evolution, some reminders of those people, creatures, and spirits that came before those who are right in front of us. If we knew how to look, some are even outright uh, recipes for how to live. The west of Ireland, the location of where the work of the Book of Hours has been filled with wilderness and yet preservation of time and beliefs. The West has inspired poets, playwrights, and folklorists from medieval and modern times. Yeats, Synge, Lady Gregory, among others, found in the West a way to bring basic human truths to the Ireland, to an Ireland desperate for its own values and identity. Patricia found it so for finding her own connections to her past, but more for bringing these pictures to all who would see. She and I had been in the places so skillfully recreated in book, and each one roars out its details, particularity in which we were immersed at the time. We revealed in the richness of beauty and discovery. When there, she was delighted to recreate, and even deepen those revelations for others to share and see. The west of Ireland remains wild and attracts pilgrims even after the mushrooming of holiday homes, now vacant from the now familiar housing financing boom and bust common to the two countries. Patricia spent time near the area studying Yeats and Gort near Coolwood's Lady Gregory's estate and Thor Bailey, celebrated in his poems. From there, she found uh, uh, Connemara and its mountains of bogs. The red-haired girl from the bog, her book on the spiritual geography of Ireland came from these findings. The special place outside the west of Kildare, the home of Saint Bridget, and now the local of the Bridget Revile and ceremony each spring. The holy well of Saint Bridget, and before that the Celtic goddess, were a place for knitting the past and present. Bridget's Eve, January 31st, 2013, a wonderful celebration of Celtic spirituality, remembered Patricia in a special mention by her stepdaughter Emily. The driftless area, or as it was called, as it was also called, the Paleozoic Plateau, is unique in North America and is the setting for landmass consisting of 16,300 square miles, mainly in south central Wisconsin. The area was not glaciated during at least the Wisconsin Glacier. The topographer is one of the ridges of deep valleys without the flatness of myriad lakes, characteristics of much of the American upper Midwest. Much of the area is called Coulee Country, drawn to the French for deep valley, and from the 100 plus years of French dominance of early European penetration into the region. The varied terrain and biodiversity of the area served as a rich source of sustenance in the native peoples who have lived there before. Only after the Black Hawk War and the mass slaughter of 1837 did large scales of European settlements take place. Some of the attraction was the lead and silver mining nearby, centered in what is now called Blue Mounds. This drew Cornish miners and Irish labor of the area. The signs of these European people can still found in village and road names, as well as Cornish festivals in the old mining towns. Bridget Rest Patricia's home in Wisconsin is in the site of these Blue Mounds across 9 miles of ridges. She gardened, maintained a vineyard, um, cleared bush, and loved this area. There is an immediate sense of weather and seasons, with specific tasks and observations for each time. The detailed view of geology, topography, plants, animals, spirits, and human behavior throughout celebrate the close observation and appreciation surrounding us, often ignored in modern life. The pictures immerse one in these details in a way that makes such ignoring impossible and uncomfortable. The connections between Ireland and Driftless area are also demanded by the history of the peoples. We found a cemetery naming local Irish families as coming from Ballyvonnery, County Cork. Once in Ballyvonnery, we found St. Gobnit's well and found at the loss of such connection for a finger well known throughout Cork and beyond, and yet forgotten by Wisconsin Irish Americans. Like so many Irish immigrants in America, it was often too painful and foreign to keep these connections alive, and yet they exist to be portrayed. Patricia grew up in Alaska and never quite adjusted to the huge city of Chicago, where she worked, lived, and taught for many years. The qualities of Ireland and the Driftless area gave her comfort and the opportunity for challenge, discovering, and deeper meanings. I often felt the same. I was and am privileged, um, for her life, work, and spirit. She not only created visions of her life, or um, visions of a better world, but better structures to bring these visions to reality. These continued in Bridget Rest and the Black Earth Institute and Association for the Study of Women and Mythology, as well as her work and friends she influenced. We will miss her, but these poems will help her live on. Written by Michael McDermott, February 11th, 2013. So this is the Book of Hours, and it says so right here. Book of Hours. All right. So the first one is called Inventory Lauds. Okay, so it says that Bourdon that circles Big Turlough, its bramlin hedges reckless with growth. I want to walk there in a pale dawn in spring, deep in the shadow of the hill, to hear the soft sound of countless birds awakening their drowny sleep, and rivulets bubbling towards the sea of the small, dark forayed hunters on their secret paths. No wind disturbs.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Faye. I'm the aide today,
Okay.
not Daniel. So I'm probably going to get you into the pre-op shower around, well, let me see what break I'm on. Sorry, let me just check that.
Okay, I'll try and finish this. The wind disrupts. The grass all is still. Deep dust muffles even my footsteps. Time halts, stars dim into pearl. I want to be walking forever, always on the way, towards a kitchen garden planted with sweet peas.
Sorry. So yes, I'm on second break. So sometime after 11ish, I will come in and we'll head to the pre-op shower. And so it's just, if you want to have a regular shower, it'll be about 3 days post-op before you can have a shower.
Yeah,
So
I had a shower before I came here.
yeah, okay, but you know, it's 3 days before you can have a shampoo and stuff like that again. So if you want to have that, you're more than welcome to have it regular shower, you rinse, and then you use a pre-op scrub that I will show you and give you. So do you need any help in the shower?
I'll need a chair.
Yes, there's a shower chair. Yeah. Like if you need any help, that's what I'm here for. So don't be shy to say that, yeah, you know what, I feel like I need, you know, this or that. Okay?
Okay.
But I'll come to you sometime after 11, and then we'll head there, and at that point, none of your own underwear if you're wearing it. It'd just be a hospital gown, that's it. And then it's hurry up and wait. Yeah, okay.
You work yesterday, please?
Hi Candace.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Derek. I'm going to be your nurse till 3 p.m.
Okay.
I'm just going to bore your arm for blood pressure. You know what, I'm just going to deflate this a bit before I put this on.
Gotta love when they still have a little bit of air left over.
Yes, there is. Did you sleep that well last night?
No,
Nope.
not a week.
Okay. Both of us. At least you'll be getting some good sleep after.
Yeah.
Just gonna check your temperature. 36.5.
Not bad.
Regular. Basically, we like it anything under 38 is okay. And above 34 or 5. Okay.
Although I hear also maybe
Any pain?
Yeah, I've got a headache.
You got a headache?
Yeah.
You have a migraine medication, right?
My daughter's bringing it in.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because we don't have it, I don't think. No. You want 12/65 your blood pressure. What's your blood pressure normally?
Well,
Around that range?
Around that range, yeah. Between normal and sometimes it goes under.
Under 100? Do you feel
Usually
dizzy when it
during-
goes under 100 or?
Typically not
No.
anymore.
Okay. Some morning medications we're going to hold, but your Synthroid and your Midodrine, I'll be giving it to you.
Okay.
Just going to take a listen to your lungs. Here, deep breath. Good. Do you mind if I take a look at your tummy? When was your last bowel movement?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Sorry if my stethoscope's cold. Sorry. No pain?
In my stomach, no.
No.
Well, through the night it hurt, but
It hurt.
I think that was more about anxiety.
Anxiety? Nerves?
Yeah.
Any swelling?
None.
No. Excellent. And when was your last dialysis again?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. With that arm. Just gonna take your listen. Good. I'll be back with some bottled water so you can take with your pills.
What about pain medication?
Your pain medication, is it the one your daughter's gonna bring?
No, that's for migraine.
Okay, so
I'm talking about my.
you have, is it
Chronic pain.
all over your body the pain?
Yeah, well, different parts, but
Different parts?
yeah.
Okay. I'll see what we have. I don't know if the doctor's ordered it, but I'll take a look.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, so let's finish that now. Let's start back up at the bubbling towards the sea. Okay, so bubbling towards the sea and the small dust furrowed hunters and and their secret path. No wind disrupts the grass. All is still. Deep dust muffles even my footprints. Time halts, stars dim into pearl. I want to be walking forever, always on the way towards the kitchen garden planted with sweet peas and marrows with herbs and plums and roses. I want to be forever almost there, about to arrive. Not quite at the cottage door. I want the scent of fresh bread to offer me a yeasty promise. I want never to arrive, never to break out of darkness into the yellow half circle of of light from the kitchen door. Always to have one foot lifted into the next step. Always to have one arm lifted in greeting. So that was the first one. Sorry it took a little bit of time to get that done. We had to take a little bit of a minute because the nurse did come in. So how do you feel about that excerpt?
Excerpt? The poem?
Yeah.
I like it.
You like it? What do you think it means?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, you want to know what I think it's talking about? I think that it's talking about how peaceful nature can be, and that as she was walking through a forest, because it did talk about walking forever, and then she was walking up to a cottage. Most typically, cottages are normally in the woods, right?
Yeah.
And so she was talking about where is it? How the deep dust muffled her footprints. Right? So basically that would be moss, that would be must, right? So that's why I think that it's a cottage in the woods that she was walking up to. Right? So I think that it has a lot of meaning to it. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments down below, and tell me what you think. But for now, we are going to let you guys go, and we'll see you in the next update, which will probably be we'll probably do a quick little update just before she goes out for surgery. So, yeah. If you guys are thinking of her, give this video a big thumbs up and leave a very positive comment down below for her, so that she can hear what you guys have to say, hear your positive thoughts, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Bye.